Hi everyone. So good evening, and first of all, thanks for joining us on this Saturday. Like you might had, different plans on this Saturday, but instead of that, you came to us, to just a minute. Yeah, sorry guys. So thanks for joining us. As I said earlier, and so it's going to be 1 hour session, and in this session, like Pandiyan is going to talk about AI search and .NET sneak peek. And if you have any doubts, you can post it in the comment section. Like we'll take it up at the end of the session, or if you have many questions, we'll take it up either 15 minutes once or 30 minutes once. And yeah, like today we have Pandya. Like he's the former Microsoft MVP, and he's currently working as principal software engineer at Lightcast at IO. And I'll hand over the session to him, and he'll give a small introduction about himself, and we'll have I think he'll have a good session on this one. Yeah. So over to you, Pandya.
Thank you, Subhas. Let me share the screen. Okay. Hope my screen is visible and the slides you could see. Today we will be discussing about AI search with the .NET. So let's get started. So myself, Pandiyan, as was mentioned, like working as a principal software engineer at Lightcast, also a former Microsoft MVP. And we'll start with the basics. What is Azure AI search? Azure AI search is formally like Azure cognitive search. It's mainly for a enterprise ready search and retrieval system with a comprehensive set of advanced search technology built for high performance. Mainly, like we will have searches based on the data sets we provide. Either it can be a company-based enterprise data or like particular entity-based data. Let's say like if we are going for a healthcare data, and we could be able to index those items as a part of a document or vectors, and that can be searched using this service. Where can we use AI search? It's primarily recommended for systems like RAG based applications in Azure or integrated with LLM models. Either can be open AI service or machine learning, and we traditionally use it for knowledge-based insights. For example, like in company where we may have a number of documents that we wanted to index and get the information with more natural language processed queries. So those are the some use cases. So when we can use this one, it can be used in vector search or full text search, or it can be either hybrid search. You can combine both the full text and vector based searches, and we can build a AI chatbots from our side and query the data set. And we could able to query in different ways, like a text based or a hybrid based or even a fuzzy search and autocomplete kind of things. So these kind of services are available in the Azure search. Okay, what we are going to see today is like it's a chat application using a RAG pattern to combine both the LLM and our own data. When I say own data, we will index some data, or like we already indexed some user-defined data. We could able to query from that one. For example, like if you have some company-based policies or like other information in our company, and we don't have the clear information, like which file got that information, we could able to provide a chat app to our employees, and they can query the app and or like a chat via the app, and that will query and provide the relevant documents. It's not just a use case for the company based things. Or example, like if you are going to deploy your own models in your Azure account, you can even index your own documents. Maybe like let's say like I'm writing some journals on the daily basis, and I wanted to see like which day it got like a positive sentiment, which day it got a negative sentiment, and I want to list all those things. That's quite possible with these kind of approaches. So LLMs are mainly like large language models, or we already see in the chat GPT or other things. So it will looks like this one. You will be having the data and other related information, or what are the video contents and other things. We mainly use it for a question and answer, like what is the large number of this set, or like a sentimental is giving a tweet, like whether it is a positive tweet or a negative tweet, those kind of things. And image captioning, for example, like, when we post a picture of a cat, and seeing like whether that model is able to identify whether it is a cat or a dog, kind of a object recognition, or like image captioning. And even we will have a image information extraction, like you will have a huge set of data that you need to summarize, or even you wanted to like transform into some other form of data, or you wanted to translate into Tamil or some other your regional languages. So that's quite possible with the LLMs. The basic in like analysis and the foundational things model will simply looks like this. So GPT is like a generative pre-trained transformer. Basically, all this transform-related architectures comes from the university paper called "Attention is all you need." So this is the foundational for any LLM models in these days, like the popular LLM models. So they have the huge set of data, and that is being indexed somewhere, and we are using as of now currently. And LLMs also have its own drawbacks, or like limitations today data. So that's where like we use some RAG kind of a pattern in some other places. Let's say like you are ordering some food in the Swiggy, and you are having some complaints. You will be chatting with the customer care. 90% of the time, you are not chatting with the real person. The bot will be providing some informations, and it will always have the frequently added questions or later informations indexed in their site. And whenever you ask general questions, it will able to answer those questions and provide the relevant data to you. So these kind of pre-trained data are mostly used in wide places in the lots of applications these days. So those are like a pre-trained data. So today we are going to see like how we are going to use those in .NET with the help of OpenAI. So this is one of the NuGet package available in the NuGet azure.ai.openai. So mainly like what we will do is like we will deploy our own OpenAI resource in the Azure, and we will mention the custom names, or like even the version of the GPT related versions, and we will have some prompt here. So instead of like giving a general prompt, we will have a prompt like when I ask a question, you answer like a pirate, or like when I ask a question, you provide me answer like a .NET architect, or like a web-based architect, or a senior software engineer kind of a prompt we can provide. Or we can limit the, or we can create a boundary, like I want my chat app to reply like a human who is capable of answering the questions of .NET, Angular, or React. So those kind of items we can provide. So those kind of information we can provide in our chat GPT models when we code using this Azure a OpenAI package. So as I mentioned, there is a limitation of LLMs because like a outdated public knowledge. Let's say like a week before next stage version is released, or like a .NET Core version is released, LLMs won't have the exact data for the up to date. Maybe like some models can have, but not all the models will be having. And like we can't train our public, I mean private data, or like internal knowledge of related to our company, or like our family related information to public LLMs. So we can't provide the internal knowledge to that particular this thing. So we need custom build for this one, and to add the internal knowledge. So, incorporating this domain knowledge, what are the things we need to do is like we need to bring our application into as like a prompt engineering. When I say prompt engineering, we need to provide the model to be more context-based things. For example, in ChatGPT, you can ask any questions, and you can capable of asking providing the answers for any information. But when it comes to GitHub, a Copilot, or other related things, its main purpose is to like answer the questions related to the programming or the code you are currently opened in your VS Code, or like other IDE. So that's called the prompt engineering. Let's say like my company is based on like maintaining the posters or like parcel services or like other Flipkart or Amazon based delivery services. I can provide my context related to that one, so that the model will learn about the frequently asked queries or like the common problems arrive in the day-to-day chats or like other orders and refund, those kind of questions. Next one is like a fine-tuning the things. So it's like learning the new things day by day. The model needs to learn. So that should be a permanent this thing. So the final one is like a retrieval augmented generation. It could be the temporary related thing. So let's say like I want my current product release notes needs to be indexed in this particular model. So when we deprecate that particular version, we don't need those informations. We can remove those information from the model. So these are informations are models that can be done in the retrieval augmented generation. So we will see about what origin. So here we will be having a user question and a search that will have the informations, and the user can search the information in the models, and our company context related data will also present in the model. Let's say like I wanted to see about the company works which is available in the documentation, whether it is supporting the scuba diving related information or like other like a gym related subscription refund related information. Those kind of information can be added in this pattern. So we will be up to date with the public knowledge as of now, and also like we will have the access to the internal knowledge. So when we say internal knowledge, we will be able to index the information that we need in the thing. So in today demo, we will be having a few components related to Azure. So one is like Azure AI search we have used, and the GPT models 3.5, and we have used semantic kernel model. So we have used one of the yeah, AI chat application provided in .NET AI conference, which happened earlier this year, and we are used to Blazor to for the UI, which is having the chat history and like other chat related informations. So in high level, what our app is having is like it is having a UI like similar to chat string. It will send the information to our server. So based on the information, like we have created two chats. One can be Azure OpenAI. It's like a more like a prompt thing I have mentioned earlier. We had prompted it to related information to the Blazor and the .NET related informations. Plus, it will act like similar to ChatGPT in general, but with the context of .NET and other related information of technologies. Another one is like Azure AI Search, which is the query knowledge. We had indexed a few PDFs related informations, and that has been stored in our data source in form of like PDFs and the images. So those informations are retrieved and stored in the cloud. So in general, like what it will have is it will have the UI. It will send the information to the container app. For example, like if it is a search related term, it will go to the RAG using the search we had provided. If it is a file upload, what this container app will do is like it will upload it to a particular a blog related thing. It will trigger and save the information in the cloud we had mentioned. So it can be done via the Azure function. So we do two kind of actions. One is the query search, another one is like a file upload. I will show the demo. Before that, I will show the GitHub repo where we will have these informations handy. If you see here, this is the app we are having today. So it is present in the GitHub under Azure samples. So we used OpenAI with C Sharp. So here, what they provided is like they provided similar information. So we have deployed this application in the Azure with our Azure account. So it will have a chat app like this one. So it will have the similar architecture I had mentioned. So what it will do is like it will uses a uh, bicep kind of language to deploy your application. You can go deploy in your Azure with a one command, those kind of architecture deployment is already available. You can try out in your machine. So let's go back to the demo straight away. So this is like just a sample Blazor app we had deployed using the Azure samples. It will act as like a homepage, and it will have the hyperlink to the GitHub repo actually. And if you go to the another thing, it is like a voice chat. We just named it as like a voice chat. So does it like restricted only to the voice chat? You can type and search for your queries. For example, like I'm searching for .NET Core latest versions kind of a query. So what it will do is like it will send the request to the open this thing, and OpenAI it will send the information from there. So it is just reading the official documentation from the internet, and it is showing here. So it is mainly related to ChatGPT kind of information. And if you go to the these are like a public knowledge, but we provide the context related to the .NET. If you search for the Blazor, and it will provide the information related to the Blazor, like what is Blazor, or like what it will do, those kind of information in clean way. And we also created a chat which will be used for our internal knowledge. So that is present in the last part. Before that, we will have a section called documents. What we will be doing is like we will be adding some information or like a context to our internal knowledge base or our internal knowledge provider. What it will do is like it will have the information like this. We could able to embed our or like add our company related information or like our own test data here. You can have PDF information or like image that will be taken from here. So if our request is a file, it will take that particular file and transform into different context images and other related it will take, and the block trigger will trigger the Azure function and save the information to our backend. So if we go to the chat, we already provided some prompts here. So for example, like if you click, most of the time it will show some the related information we showed in the particular PDF files. So this will, for example, like for demo purpose, we added some context in the or prompt in the start screen. So I was asking what is included in the Northwind Health Plus. That is not a standard. For example, we have some information in these documents in the PDF files we already uploaded. So those uploaded data are processed and present in our search. So when we search for some information similar to this one, what it will do is like it will provide the answers in this way, and also it provides the citations, which means like where in which document it has referred. You could able to click this one and see the citations also, and also the good thing is like it can able to create the follow-up questions. So when you say follow-up questions, we ask some question. Either we can have similar questions in our mind, or like it will helpful to generate the similar questions. Let's say like I'm asking what is the latest .NET Core version. The similar question can be like where can I download that version, or like where can I deploy those informations. So those kind of informations will be present in this also. And when we click those informations, it will have those informations. When I asked, are there any limitations? It is saying like the Northwind plans does have limitations only for specific specialty care services. And what is the thought process means? Like we provided some context for our voice chat, but we didn't provide any information context for this chat. It is having these informations. So if you check the thought process in the previous message also, it will say like we mainly focused on the Northwind Health Plus related information. That's the context mainly. And what are the supporting contents? It will display all the PDFs which has been used to generate this kind of information. So let's go back to the slide. So we had covered the source repo. You can able to check out, and the demo is the one we are seeing. And let's jump into the source code. So here, this is the mainly like the C sharp demo code we have. Here we have the particular prompt. So I'm instructing the app to act in similar way. So it's say like you are an AI assistant for a developer, and help them to write a code more efficiently. And I'm instructing him to like the app to be, you are just providing the context, you are an expert in the .NET Core, C sharp, and even a JavaScript, and you will always reply with a marked and formatted response. In this way, like most of our outputs will be like a more structured, let's say like I'm searching for .NET Core docs for upgrade. What it will do is like it will generate the information in a more structured way most of the time, and it will provide in the mentioned format. And also like even if you copy this and paste somewhere in the markdown items, it will remain the same, the styles and other related informations. And since we mentioned like .NET is like our main prompt, and the other informations like a C sharp, TypeScript, and even a JavaScript will be the related information. Let's say like this is a program related domain, and we want then some other domain, like we want hospital as like one of the domain, or a travel as one of the domain. The more accurate answer will be related to that particular domain, but it will answer to the some other questions as well in general. Let's say like let's try to ask like how is the weather, and it don't have the real time data, so it will ask for some other follow up questions whether I will be able to ask. But it simply will mention like if you need help integrating a weather app in a Blazor, most of the time the context is related to the developer mindset, so it will think like a developer. And when we go for any weather related updates, it always go for questions like whether you want to integrate any apps, or like create any APIs related to that one, and deploy in some other application. So the context will be like that way. It will pretend to be a person who is having their main knowledge in some domain, and it could able to answer the some other domains as well. So, and we could able to like provide some assistant message like hi, or like what is your name, those kind of initial setup questions, and it could able to answer those questions. And here like we have the upload documents and other related stuff. For example, like we want to do some other informations, uploading the context questions in the form of other way, that also possible. Mainly like here I mentioned like the bicep, one of the language which has been or like the thing used in here is to like deploy your app. So if we, it is similar to like providing a CLI kind of a command to deploy your application. So to deploy this application, you may need a Azure subscription with OpenAI enabled this thing. Like the services should be enabled. Most like the free tier won't have the OpenAI subscription. I guess the service enabled. You need to have a paid one, or like a developer account kind of thing. Azure this thing. So once you start providing the particular command, like in this case, like we have a Azure developer CLI, we need to provide a space up means what it will do is like it will try to up the environment, and it will ask for a location where it need to be deployed, or it will create its own resource group and deploy all this information. So here it will ask for like which chat GPT version you want to use, and where it needs to be used, and like the Azure app insights, whether it needs to be installed. So here everything is like a mentioned as like a model kind of thing. So these many services will be installed when you deploy this particular application. On a high level, like it will have a UI in a Blazor, and it will have a block trigger when the file is uploaded via the application, and Azure function will take care of those files and save in our backend. So this is the Azure function we have. So it will take care of the embed the blob. So when we say blob, it can be a file type, like currently we indexed PDF and image. that has been added in the backend. So when you upload the file, this artificial function will get triggered via the blob trigger. So we provided the blob name here, so it will trigger this artificial function, and the particular Azure service will take care of uploading those files. And when we search for some queries, what it will do is like it will reach the Azure service search service code here, and it will do the search basically. So it will define the type of search. Either it is it won't go to the OpenAI search, or like want to go for a particular RAG based search. So that will take care of those things and forward it to the relevant thing. Here, if you say like use OpenAI search equal false, it will take care of taking the search in the OpenAI chat thing. Otherwise, it will take care of the chat via the Azure OpenAI this thing. So it's simple. Either you wanted to query the public domain with the context of like a .NET developer, or you want to stay with the origin related information, and that will provide only the information you have indexed, and you could be able to ask the questions from there. So here we added the some context here, right? Let's say like go back to our chat app. We added some context in the, or like a prompt in the high level. So, for example, like if you want to click what does a program manager, product manager do, so those kind of context we could be able to add here. So those informations will be handy, and the main thing here is like the follow-up question. So it should be always related to the question you have asked earlier, and next question you can create out of box question, or either you wanted to create a fresh chat, or you can still continue with the prompt this thing. So that's the power of AI. Like it will keep the context, and also like it will maintain the history, the questions you have asked in the particular chat, and make sure like it is answering to relevant. So if you want to deploy this application, you can go to the particular repo, and we will be having the deployment procedure. Either and also we have the videos like how to deploy the end-to-end tutorial, how it will deploy. Here in particularly like it doesn't only search for the full text search, it also does the vector based search. Basically it's a hybrid model. It does text search as well as the image related information searches, which we already added. So as I mentioned earlier, this will be the one command that will help you to deploy your application. You need to have a CLI, AST CLI, Azure Developer CLI, and that will help you to trigger the thing. All you need to do is like make sure like you have Docker installed in your local machine and up and running. Make sure like it is having the enough privileges. Let's say like you want to run it into admin privilege. Make sure it is running. Otherwise, it will throw the error. What it will do is like it will run the application in the local and build a Docker image and push it to the Azure, or to the related container and the Azure functions related things. All these things will be done in the local build, and it will be pushed to the deployment phase. And you can either use the code space which is present in the GitHub, or you can uh, clone the source in your local machine. Make sure it's a disk-based machine, so that you can able to install some other softwares and debug in the local also. And mostly like if you don't have any resources already related to the Azure OpenAI or like other resource group, it will prompt you to provide a new resource group name, and all your information will be saved in that. Let's say like in my case, like I had created a resource group called Saturday Demo, and all my related information are deployed in that particular resource group. So we don't have to worry about like it will create all the information or like the containers and other related web-based applications in the home of your some other resource group. It will able to make sure like it is present in one organized way. And that's it related to the deployment. So mainly like to use the application, mostly like we'll be having a one web app that will be loading your Blazor app similar to this one. So here you could able to select the document, and you could able to go ahead and deploy it. So right now I don't have any local documents, but this particular repo will be having the documents also for the sample data, and you could able to index those as well. So here, let's say like this is a PDF, so it won't open that much great. It may have the information like this. Images also will be there related to the indexed one. So these five PDFs can be uploaded, and the images also can be added. Let's say like let's open this one. It is having the images related to some stock market overview and other related information. We could able to go ahead and search for this information also. Sometimes you will be getting 500 error, which means like internally it will throw 429 error, which means like a request has been limited for some searches, like a 10 to 5 searches for a period of time. So don't worry about that one. So once you deployed it, you could be able to query it after a few seconds. Most like it has its own length of queries, or like a number of queries you do in a particular time. So I have added the slides here related to the information. The first one is like what is a Azure search Search AI and other related information. Next one is like the demo by the program manager, and he explained the models of the RAG, and like patterns of the RAG, and how we can index the document and add other related information. So the final one is like a GitHub repo, which is I have showed just before. So those information has been added. And thank you. That's it from my end. Please let me know if you have any questions.
Yeah, there are no questions, pardon till now, but I have only one question. So, one thing is, once we upload the file, it will be triggered. The Azure function will be triggered, and it gets uploaded, right? So, how's the data is being extracted actually? Like, we need to extract the data from the file, and it should be available for the search, right? So, how it is being done?
Okay. Basically, the information has been stored in the SQL DB. In our case, like it's Azure SQL. So it does like a searches based on the full text search. Let's say like you are searching for a word called financial problems, or like a, uh healthcare policy. So it will do a free text search in there with the context, with the cleaned up information, and we will be having the dedicated APIs in the Blazor to reach our app. And also like the file things will be like a more or like a blob storage. So in the supported when we showing the supported files, it will show the files as well in the from the blob retrieved, and it will be authorized by our Azure credentials. So that's why like it has been queried from the backend. So all these RAG based uploaded files will be indexed and stored in the Azure SQL. So hope that answered your question. Answers.
Okay, so all the data will be stored in Azure SQL, and while doing the search, it will try to find out the data from there, and it
Yeah.
will show up in the search.
Yeah.
Okay, okay. Um, yeah, got it. Yeah, I think there are no questions yet. Like, guys, if you have any questions, you can post it in the comments later, and yeah, we'll answer it. If you have any questions in the future as well. So yeah, like thanks, Pani, thanks for the session. It was very informative. So thanks for that.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Bye.
Yeah, I think yeah, it was around the 35 minutes of session. I think you got some idea about what is RAG and what is AI search and what you can do it. I think it was actually a good demo where actually he built some kind of ChatGPT application, and he also integrated the voice search as well. And based upon the documents, it pulls you the data. So Based upon this session, I think you got some interest, to explore the RAG and .NET and AI search and OpenAI. You got many words, many technical words or many technical resources where you can go and explore. So I think hopefully you have some, a good, you have gained some, good knowledge from this session. So before concluding the session, like we have two announcements to make. So one is about this TechXConf. Like this is a big conference. I would say it is the Asia's largest AI and cloud conference. It is going to happen next week in Chennai, and I think still the registrations are open. Let me go to the site. Yeah, I think the registrations are still open, and yeah, currently they provide around 40% of discount, and we have chief guest who is Pandiyan Thiagarajan, who is the Minister of Information Technology, and also we have some interesting comedy show by Ram Kumar, and we have a good set of speakers from different companies like Google, AWS, etc. And we have some valuable sessions here in this like XCon. So if you guys interested, like you can register for this event. It is going to happen next week in Chennai, and it is going to be 2 day conference, November 15 and November 16. If you guys interested, like I would say, I would definitely say this is going to be a very valuable conference for you. That we people coming from different companies, different regions, and you get a chance, to meet all of them. And session wise, it has around 4 tracks with different set of topics. If you are interested, you can go to this techxconf.com, and you can this is the link of that website. I have posted it in the chat, and I'm also showing it here. So this techxconf.com. So currently it's a paid event, but currently they provide around 40% discount. If you are interested, go and register. Definitely, it will be a very valuable conference. And this is one announcement. The other announcement is let me go to. So actually, November 30th, we have a conference happening in Coimbatore, which is .NET Conf. So usually we do it every year. So what can you expect from this conf? So basically, this conf will cover the latest updates in .NET .NET actually. So this is going to be a half-day event, and yeah, we have the agenda is not yet it's not yet completely done, but yeah, we have few set of sessions, and we have few set of sessions planned. So this will be updated sooner, but yeah, it is going to be a half-day session starting from 9:45 to, and it's going to end at 1 p.m. So this is going to happen in person in Coimbatore, and it is happening in Saima Hall, which is in Racecourse. So if you are interested, you can. So guys who are around in Coimbatore and who is very much interested, to participate in this one, you can go to this meetup.com and search for MS Dev Geeks, and I can you can go to this .NET Conf 2024. So here we have this registration link. I'm also going to post this in the comment. If you are interested, go and register for this event. So definitely it will be very valuable for you. And this is completely free, guys. Like this is not a paid event. This is completely free. You can come and you can have some good. You can gain some good knowledge on .NET, as well as we have different people from different companies in and around Coimbatore. So come join us. It will be very valuable for you as well. And if you are interested, you can go to this registration link and you can register. And if you want to join in our Microsoft Dev Geeks community, just go to this meetup.com/msdevgeeks, and just join our community. If you want to know about about the future events, what we are going to do, and if you want to get notified, just go to this meetup.com/msdevgeeks and can join our community. Yeah, so these were the two announcements, and as I said earlier, thanks everyone for joining us, on this Saturday. You might have different plans on this weekend, but thanks for joining us, and thanks for supporting us, and yeah, we'll meet in next event. So thanks everyone. Thank you.